Look, I'm still not over Jack Black as Bowser. I was all prepped and ready, and we're gonna start streaming and everything, and then they friggin' drop Jack Black as Bowser and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and I don't know what to do with myself. What is happening? What is this timeline? Also, can we just appreciate that voice actors are actually good at what they do and maybe should be in movies? Just gonna throw that out there. No shade on Jack Black. No shade on Seth Rogen. A little shade on Seth Rogen, but no shade on Jack Black. But, like, let the fucking voice actors be in the movie. God damn it. Alright. Also, Yoko Taro. What the hell's that about? I'm talking about the Nintendo Direct, by the way. Sorry, people watching this after the fact on YouTube. I'm literally going live 20 minutes after the Nintendo Direct ended. Like, I was not expecting Yoko Taro to be a thing. I'm sure it's somehow going to connect to the Drakengard universe. Drakengard Near universe. Maybe based on some random joke ending where you eat the mackerel in Automata, and that leads to this new card world. Somehow. That makes sense. It will be, I promise you it'll be canon. It will be canon. It will connect. That's how it works. It all connects, man. But when I first saw the card art in that trailer, I was like, that looks like Reincarnation. And then they said Yoko Taro, and I was like, oh, well, sure. Hi, by the way, I'm Whiskey Cactus. Whiskey Cactus here. We're doing more Silver Snow, Fire Emblem. Rip that. I legitimately thought there was going to be Fire Emblem. Haha, triangle strategy. Yeah, there was. Ha 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 ha. Sure. But I actually thought there was going to be Fire Emblem. I really thought there was going to be a remake. I don't know of what, but I thought there would be one. But that's fine. We got N64 on Switch, so I'm good with that. That means we can stream Ocarina of Time and eventually Majora's Mask, because they said Majora's Mask was going to come, and I'm so excited about that, because I want to stream those games, and I don't want to stream from my N64, which I could do, but I don't want to. And also, if you noticed, or if you missed it, they also had Banjo-Kazooie as part of the upcoming N64 on Switch at some point, not part of the initial release, but in the future, which is really interesting because that's Rare. That's a Rare title, which means they have a deal with Rare to have Banjo-Kazooie on Switch, which is really cool because that opens the gate for other Rare games, and I can just hope and pray and sacrifice chickens to the gods that Jet Force Gemini comes to Switch, which it won't, but if it does, I will 100% play that. Also, we have supports. Let's do some supports. Let's do Fire Emblem. Caspar and Ash, we got their A support. Let's go ahead and show that. I've never seen this one before.
Oh, wow, you're really going at it.
Taking care of that cat, huh?
Still hungry, huh? You're a
Oh, they're
greedy
just
little
extra
fellow.
feeding that cat.
Oh, here he comes, right on time. The food's all ready to go. Huh? Ash, what are you doing here?
Caspar, I was just, Hey, hang on a second. Did you come here to feed the cat too?
Feed? Well, I don't know what you're... Wait, did you say two? Is that what you're doing?
I have been for a while.
Feeding
I
that
had no
cat.
idea you were doing the same.
I was just worried about the guy. I didn't want someone else to find him and hurt him. I figured it would be best to watch out for him. You know me, defender of the helpless. More importantly, though, what's your excuse?
I didn't want him stealing more supplies, so
You could just take care of a cat and be cool.
Guess we're not so different.
Don't have to
after
have
all,
ulterior motives
are we?
about it.
Yeah, I guess we're not. Deep down.
Since you're here, why don't
Also,
you
they
feed this
really,
little guy
really,
what you
really
like?
could have dealt with
Yeah,
Caspar's
I
sense
got
of
something
justice
good.
and Ash being a thief
Looks
in
like
here,
it.
and they chose not to. They actively chose not to, and that
Where did you
hurts
get
deep
that?
inside, because that would have been so good.
Get what?
It looks awfully fresh. You didn't take that from the kitchen, did you?
Is that some dried fish and vegetables? Looks like someone's leftovers.
Well, never mind how I got mine. What about yours?
I'm a defender of the helpless. You really think I'd steal some food for a cat? I got it by fighting an old guy in the dining hall. I won it fair and square.
You started a fight over that?
No! The old guy started a fight, then I took his dinner as a prize. Aw, you love this meat, don't you? And you love when I fight, don't you?
Meow, meow, meow.
Well, this cat's happy, so I'll let you off easy just this once. You're lucky he's so cute.
That could have been so much better. Yeah, also, can we talk about not Astral Chain 2? Like, look. I have never played Bayonetta. I'm super happy about Bayonetta because people were wanting that so bad. And that's really cool because it's been a long time coming. And I'm super happy for Bayonetta fans. That's awesome. But they teased Lappy. And that made me super excited and then super crushed in the span of 3 seconds. So, we need Astral Chain 2. Please. Pretty please.
Hey, Felix. I'm glad you're safe.
You irresponsible fool! Protecting me like that? You're so weak and yet you always...
Uh-huh.
Look, it doesn't matter. As long as
Get a
you're
room.
safe, you can go on living.
Kind of
While
seems like they're in a room already, so.
Stop kidding around! You're not going to die. I won't let you.
Nah, I won't die on you, I promise. You think something like this could kill me? No way. A little magic will take care of the wound. Some bed rest, then I'm good to go out and do it all over again.
Sylvain?
Oh, come on, that was funny. It's not like you to be so concerned.
You really are a fool. The biggest in all of Fodlan. I thought something was off. There's no way you could die from such a small cut. You're so reckless and inattentive. I thought this might be divine punishment.
Hey, that's not nice. You should be thanking me.
I am grateful. You've been doing this since we were children. Constantly fooling around, but then showing up and helping when we really need you. I'll admit, seeing that smile on your face, I almost want to give you a hug. Almost.
A hug? Did you get hit
Oh,
on the head?
Felix.
Come on. Tell me you want to hug me again. I liked it.
I won't be repeating it, you halfwit. You're obviously fine, so I'll leave now.
You know how we grew up together?
Obviously.
Do you remember the promise we made when we were kids? About sticking together until we die together?
I remember.
Well, I'm really not trying to get myself killed before you. You know that, right?
I know. But I'm tired of these close calls. You have to stop fooling around. Take your training more seriously. You can die whenever you please.
I don't know, man.
I'm not going down with
I don't think he's gonna do that.
Okay, I get it. Once I've healed, I'll get my act together.
Then I hope you have a speedy recovery. Sylvain, thank you.
That's what friends are for, Felix.
Well, there you go. So that takes care of all of the supports that I really needed to get that I never got before. We also managed to snag Lysithea and Hanneman's A support, which I will get right now. And I also managed to get Yuri and Ingrid's A support.
Something, Professor Hanneman?
So we'll show that one too.
Lysithea, thank you for coming. First, I ask that you allow me to apologize. I fear I hurt you with my insensitive words. I have failed you, not as a researcher, but as a human being.
I'm the one who should apologize. I'm sorry for being rude to you. Anyway, I'll keep going along with your research. I have to be on my way now.
Please, Lysithea, a moment more. I did not call you here simply to apologize. I told you once that you were an exquisite subject for my crest research. Why? Because there are no records of any other person ever having borne 2 crests.
Correct.
Yeah, there's definitely nobody else out there who has 2 crests.
We cannot say anything for certain about the makeup of your body. Therefore, it seems hasty to conclude that overcoming your shortened lifespan is an impossible feat.
What is it you're implying?
Lysithea, what is my field of study?
Crestology, of course.
Indeed, and the goal of my field is to unravel every single mystery crests might conceal. Someday, I even hope to devise a means to bestow a crest upon any who desires one.
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Because I despise this world in which the presence or absence of a crest can determine a person's worth. However, if artificially implanting a crest causes too great a toll on the subject, it would be useless. As such, reducing the strain of crests on the human body is one of my research goals.
Well, look at that.
Understanding how to implant a crest might also lead to the knowledge of how to remove them. Yes?
Do you think removing a crest could mean that they won't suffer from its effects any longer?
What I am trying to tell you is, the question of whether your lifespan can be restored is entirely within the scope of my research.
Could you really do that?
It is difficult to say for sure, but as long as the possibility exists, I will continue to seek it. Lysithea, let me ask you once more. Will you assist me in my research?
Professor Hanneman, I think I'm the one who should be asking for your help, really. Anyway, I'm sick of a crest determining a person's worth, too.
Ah, is that right? Perhaps you would even like to begin studying crestology yourself. I think you would make a fantastic apprentice.
Aw.
A life devoted to research is a noble life, you know.
If you do manage to restore my lifespan, I'd certainly think about it.
I will hold you to those words. Ah, I see a fine future ahead of us. Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho. Ho 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 ho. Alright, so that's good. We'll do one more. We have, let me just, oh, actually I have, managed to get Sedith and Catherine's B support, so maybe we'll do that one too. Marianne, Ferdinand, and Lysithea, Annette and Caspar. Lysithea and these guys. Let's do, yeah, let's just do Yuri and Ingrid, and then we'll do Catherine and Sedith, and then we'll move on.
Finally, you've arrived. I was beginning to get impatient. Have a seat.
What are you on about?
I'm not on about
Doing all these
anything.
supports back to back is
What's
such
for
a bummer,
dinner
man. I just want to
today?
get on with it. I literally tweeted earlier today about how Tales games stacking all their skits together like that is a pain.
I did.
It's
a
the same
simple
thing.
dish. My culinary skills are fairly basic.
Hold on. What exactly is this about?
You cook for me, I cook for you. That's how this works. It may not be quite as elegant a meal as that of Adrestian or Leicester cuisine, but the food of Fargus is delicious nonetheless.
Thank you for the meal. It was lovely, Ingrid. The flavors were nostalgic. Reminded me of when I lived with my mother and the Elder. I was actually born in a poor town in Fargus. The flavors in this dish remind me of those days. Sorry. I didn't mean to compare a meal made by nobility with the meager food I grew up eating.
No offense taken. To tell the truth, although my house is a noble one, it's also lacking in money. Our territory was struck by famine, and we ate whatever the land gave us, which wasn't much. We took what we could, just like everyone.
I see. Well, I must say that your cooking is quite to my taste. Any meal made with so much thought and care is bound to be delicious.
Why, thank you. High praise indeed, from someone who knows their way around a kitchen.
To survive in this world means to sharpen many skills.
whether it's cooking or anything else, really. Although I've got to say, I do enjoy cooking. And if my meals can bring a smile to someone's face, all the better. Celebrating victories with friends, sitting around a table with loved ones.
I like them, they're good.
The meal I made them. Few
They have good
things bring me
supports.
more joy.
Have you ever considered giving up being the Lord of the Underworld
The
and
Lord of
becoming
the
a chef
Underworld.
instead?
A chef, huh?
Although it feels like she said that with a straight face too. Like that wasn't meant to be tongue in cheek.
I'd come to your restaurant and eat whatever you'd whipped up every day.
I'd like that very much. I'd work extra hard so I could see that lovely
Aw.
smile of yours.
You are just too much. I can hardly maintain my composure around you.
Did I say something wrong?
I don't think so.
Not at all, Yuri.
It sure didn't sound like it. Damn. Everybody's so fucking smooth in this game. Alright, Sedith and Catherine. And then we will move on, I promise.
Hey, Sedith.
This is a B support.
I've been meaning to ask you, what is your relationship with Lady Rhea?
That is certainly an abrupt question.
You're much closer to her than anyone else in the entire church. Certainly you're a good, upstanding person, but I can't help but feel there's something more to it.
Supporting the Archbishop is my sole professional interest. Personally, I consider her to be something akin to a companion.
A companion?
Companion, huh?
Yes, as in a traveling companion. Friends who walk the same path toward the same destination.
I don't know how true that is, Sedith.
A companion. I guess that does sound about right.
You've got
now
some
that you say
supports that really
Though,
make
I'll
me
confess to
question
being quite jealous.
how much
Not
you
many people
fully
can call
agree with
themselves
Rhea.
companions of Lady Rhea.
Specifically,
I
I
know
think
how
your
she
supports
feels
with
about
Cyril and Ingrid.
Oh, come on.
If I remember
Just trust that
correctly.
She feels the same about you.
There is no need for that sort of trust. My duties are the same regardless of her perspective. I consider you to be a companion also.
A companion in fighting for the Archbishop.
No.
Certainly. Our goals are firmly aligned when it comes to that.
A companion,
You're
maybe
right,
in other
we
ways.
are. I suppose you and I could be considered companions in that sense.
I am pleased to hear my sentiment reciprocated. I rely on you a great deal, after all. More than most.
Whoa there, what's all this now? Flattery won't win you any prizes with me, Sedith.
I do not flatter. I merely want you to understand why it matters to me that you be more cautious in battle. As your companion, it is my wish for you to be safe.
Oh, good, we're back in familiar territory, with you admonishing me. Don't worry, I'll be careful. I'll always try to live up to your expectations. So don't expect too much or you'll wear me out.
Alright, so we have a couple more activity points to use. I don't think there's anybody who really needs motivation at this point. Mercedes does. I lied. Leone also does. Shamir. Okay, well, we can do Mercedes, Constance, and Shamir and Leone. We can do that. There we go. We've cracked the code. I was gonna have people sing, but I don't even think we need that at this point, although Bernie still needs to get rescue.
Constant, they're safe.
And it would be great if she would get rescued, because I've had a couple of instances where it would have come in very handy, honestly. Leone and Shamir. That is the support chain I would like to get to the end of.
That looks...
If possible, that would be pretty cool. I think we've gotten the B support. Let's go ahead and do it.
I heard what you did. I'm disappointed, Leone.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, Shamir. What have you heard exactly?
You aimed your
I
bow at
heard
a
what
group
you
of students
did.
Passing through the monastery. Was this your idiotic idea of training? I told you to be cautious.
I'm sorry. Idiotic's a bit harsh,
No,
though,
no,
isn't
if you
it?
pointed
What were you
arrows
planning
at
on doing
students,
after the
then
cooking? Shooting
definitely
passersby?
it's
Of
not
course not.
too harsh.
If you want to train, choose a target you can actually shoot.
I know. Everyone was pretty mad. I really am sorry.
Nobody's happy to have a bow pointed at them.
My mentor used to do that kind of thing a lot.
Mentor? Was that Gerald?
Yeah.
I don't know much about him. Would he really do that?
I get the sense that he would.
Did. Mostly when he was drunk, though.
Not a good habit.
I mean, if Alois's
From now on, only aim at bugs.
anecdote is to be believed.
But, I don't really like bugs.
You don't like bugs? That should make you want to aim at them even more.
Indeed.
I just can't look at them. Seeing all the extra legs and things, ugh, makes my skin crawl.
Then just draw some spiders and hang them on the walls. Aim at the drawings whenever you pass one. Overcome your fear of bugs while you train.
You want me to draw spiders? Ew.
Oh no, we want you to draw spiders, Leonie.
Would that even help?
Definitely draw spiders.
Yes, I should know.
Huh? You were scared of them too?
I was, but they don't bother me anymore.
Okay, you've talked me into it. I'll give it a try.
But
And don't
you
hang
have
them
to
where other people
you
walk
have to be good at
past.
drawing. Maybe get
Confident,
Ignatz to draw
got
the
it.
spiders.
Learn my lesson. Promise.
I'm choosing to believe that.
All right. So we've gone ahead and done that. I'm pretty sure we already have a support between Mercy and Constance. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's go ahead. I don't remember where we left off. By the way, off screen, I did a bunch of meals. Did a bunch of meals, and I did the Wayseer for Ash and Caspar, Hanneman and Lysithea, and Sylvain and Felix. So that's why we had all those. All right, let's go ahead and end our free day. And we have an instruction round to do. Let's do instructions. So our main instruction people that we need to instruct are we need Sedith and Flane. Sedith, let's get that punching. Really need your punching to get good. Gotta really work on that punching. Alright. Alright, I'll take it. Flane, it is authority. Authority that you really need to get better at. Or is it? Was it? I guess it was. Yeah, because she needs to get a... Well, she's level C+. That's not bad.
I have to... No.
I don't know. We also need Bernie. Bernie's the other one who really needs to get her authority up. So, get Faith over the line so she gets rescue. There we go.
I'd never have...
And now we'll dump into authority. We need to get her authority to B level. And it probably will at the end of the week. So that's good. Who else do we really need to work on? Probably not Ferdinand. Dorothea, we need to work on. To work on your black magic. So I would like for you to get Meteor. One thing I forgot to do off screen, which I said I was going to and I forgot, is picking out skills and combat arts and stuff. But that shouldn't take too long. We should be able to do that pretty quickly. I'm going to keep going with your horse because eventually you're going to get movement +1 and that's going to be good. Ignatz. I don't really know that you need much at this point. Leonie doesn't need much either. Yuri could go for more riding, but I don't think it's going to be worthwhile if I'm being honest. There's really nobody that needs anything at this point. Everybody's just so good at what they do. We can work on Hilda. We're actually going to work on Hilda. I don't know that there's any reason to do this. This is just silly. But for lack of anything else, guess we can go with Yuri. Go Yuri's riding.
Thanks for the...
Not bad.
Can't sit.
Dude wants to fucking learn how to ride, clearly. Jesus.
Can't see him.
What the hell was that? Group tasks. That's still fine, sure. Begin training.
I'd like to confirm something with you.
Uh-huh. Fishing is what truly calms me, but it is time-consuming. What do you think should I do? When a visit to the pond is too convenient, write a story,
That
Mr.
seems
Writer. Annette. Focus on acts and reason. Focus on acts. No, we'll keep you going with reason because that's what you're doing well with. I don't know that you actually learn anything else. But just in case. We know that you can get, like, range +1, like you need it. But you can get range +1. And that's pretty cool. Ignatz' birthday. Let's go ahead and have tea with Ignatz. I do not know what you like. But I'm gonna guess that you like Angelica tea.
Professor, I'm here.
You do not.
My thanks.
Okay, well. How well do we know Ignatz?
Isn't this nice?
A word of advice, hopes for your future. Cats. A word of advice, yeah.
Believe it.
Close calls. Place you'd like to visit. Absolutely. He's talked about that before. And tell me about yourself. There we go. Boom.
I want to support my family, but I don't know if I can handle being a knight.
Praise. There we go. Perfect tea time. We know Ignatz pretty well.
Thank you for the delicious tea. I'd be happy to join you again whenever you like.
Well, thank you, Ignatz. I appreciate that. But we're not going to. Alright, so it is our free day. And we do have the ability
Shall we?
All right.
to do some battles, and I think we're going to do that.
I think I got it. I'm getting the hang of
She
it.
got Meteor.
Now to apply this knowledge.
There is always more to
He got Healing Focus.
Will come in handy.
That's pretty cool. Alright. Good stuff. So, we're gonna battle. Do I want to try certifications? Are we gonna try Hilda again? You gonna try Hilda? 76. Like, 76% is not bad odds. I have gotten... I have absolutely gotten passing classes on lower percentages than that. You can do it if you try, Hilda. There we go. Hilda rides a dragon. Hilda rides a dragon. Good stuff. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we need. The only other thing would be... we can actually look at it. I don't know that... It might have changed because he probably got higher. Can you do it? 43%. That's up from 11%. It's not bad. He can't pass. But we'll get him there. We'll get him there. Alright, let's do battles. We're going to do Eternal Guardian. We're also probably going to do Taking Care of Business. And then, I don't know, flip a coin on this one. Let's do Eternal Guardian. Let's rock out with this Paralog. Here goes.
Here you are.
Hello,
There's
Seth.
something we need to discuss. I found this letter in Rhea's quarters. I believe it is intended for you.
How do you know that?
Simple. Your name appears at the top.
Well, that explains
Once I
that
saw
now, doesn't it?
I decided not to read any further. I will admit, however, that I am quite curious. Will you permit me to read it along with you?
Dear child, I have little time, and so I will keep this brief. I asked you to take care of things should something happen, but I wish to make myself useful as well. I left a treasure at the Holy Tomb. Please take it. However, Note that I set a bit of a trap to prevent thieves from stealing it. Please take ample precautions so that you are not harmed when you retrieve it. May Sothis protect you. Rhea.
Judging by the rushed
I like how she calls me child.
Written this just prior to the battle 5 years ago.
Call me by my name,
I know
Rhea.
nothing of this treasure, but it must be quite valuable. If you intend to recover it, then I will accompany you. Shall we go?
Let's go. Let's fucking do it.
Does indicate that Rhea laid some sort of trap in the Holy Tomb. We should bring some allies along, just to be safe.
Alright, we get to bring 12 units, which is pretty fucking cool. We can bring our entire team. And I'm gonna. We're bringing the whole team. All the everybody. You all everybody. You all everybody. There we go. That's the team right there. Boom. The full team. We're bringing Seth. Is he ready for this? Probably not. But you know what? We're bringing him anyway. So, let's talk adjutants. I feel like we still need Marianne and Caspar. We don't necessarily still need them. Marianne's level 29. She's probably good. She's the recommended level. I would like Caspar to get another level up. We can put him on Dorothea. They've already maxed out at this point. So we can put him on Byleth. That's not a problem. Okay, we can put Ash. We can still work on Lysithea too, but we can put Ash on Annette. I want to kind of get their last support. Last two supports, actually. And we can put... what else am I working on? Ingrid Yuri is done. We could put Catherine on Sedith. Try to work on that one. Shamir on Leone. Let's do that. Let's do Shamir on Leone. Although, actually, I think I want Catherine on Sedith, because Sedith might need some help. Let's go with that one. That should be good. Let's do inventory. We don't need the Horse Slayer. Premium magic herbs, I kind of want to give to Flane, if I'm being honest. She was having a bit of trouble. Handling... Oh, we got a bold axe, that's right. We sure did get a bold axe, didn't we? I think I want to give Flane the, he can use Killer Knuckles now, that's pretty cool. Premium magic herbs, I think I'm going to. Her magic actually isn't that low, but she's just not able to one-shot some of these dudes. So where is premium magic herbs? I have 4 of them, we can spare one. There we go. That's fine. Alright, let's double check our battalions, because we're gonna need them for this. And then Blacksmith. Let's repair the iron bow.
Thanks a bunch.
Let's repair... the Javelin Plus.
Thanks a bunch.
Let's repair Training Lance Plus.
Thanks a bunch.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. I think it's at this point we go ahead and forge the magic bow to a magic bow plus. Costs 4 of our arcane crystals, but we should be getting close to a point where we can buy more of them. I'm hoping. Let's go ahead and map it up. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. This is a lot to deal with, But what we can do is we can have... I think these guys are immune to magic until their things break, and then they're no longer immune to magic after that. Let's go ahead and send a net on this side. Sedith can go over here also. Oh right, Ignatz is on a horse. We'll put him on this side. Put Leone over here also. Let's put you over here. Let's put you over... No, Dorothea's fine there. Yuri can go here. And that's good. Let's do this. Fight. Defeat all commanders.
These are the guardians of the Holy Tomb. They will attack any intruders. We had better take care.
Alright. I didn't set up
rather excessive merely to deter thieves, isn't it?
combat arts
We
and
should target
stuff.
those commanding phantoms.
I didn't do it. I said I was gonna do it, and then I just outright did not do it. Hope that doesn't bite me in the ass.
Alright, who's next?
Alright. Sedith, you get over here. I need you to punch a dude out. Yeah, Sedith.
Lament your weakness.
There we go, Sedith. Annette. I feel like I want you to take out this guy. Over here. But you can do a Sagittae. You can do a Cutting Gale. Sagittae, let's go for it. Boom.
It had to be done.
And then Yuri, you can dance for Sedith. And then Sedith can come on over here and punch this guy. Here we go.
Destiny unfurls.
Fantastic. What are we doing over here? Who else has an adjutant? Violet does. Send Violet.
What's my strategy?
Can you curve shot this guy? You can't do it to death, but you can do some work. Get some experience for Caspar. That's not bad. Let's send Ignatz over here. Can he reach? Can reach. With a blizzard. He doesn't have quite as many uses as he used to. But he's doing okay. Now this guy's going to go for Leone, which is a big mistake. I don't know why you wouldn't just go for Ignatz. That seems silly to me. We need somebody with high res, I think. This is a magic attack, so let's send Flane in here to bait. Definitely send Flane here to bait, yeah. Flane's res is out of this goddamn world.
More fighting.
Oh right, she has Meteor, that's right.
I will prevail.
She can do so much.
At your service.
Now you're going for Mercedes with that. Okay, we'll put Mercedes over here. And we'll send you over here. To this safe spot right here. I like it. Okay, they're doing their thing. You're coming here for Flane, and you are not going to do very much damage to Flane. Because she is going to eat that attack all the way up. Flane's res is going to be so hugely important on this route. Especially when we get to the final map.
These phantoms are strengthening the golems. We must defeat the phantoms first.
Uh-huh. Is that what you think? Because that's not what I'm going to do. Alright, Byleth, you get over here. Use your sword. Take this guy out. Get some more experience for Caspar. He gets over the line to level 29. He is now the recommended level for his Paralog. I feel a little bit better about that. I would like to gambit the shit out of you. Can we gambit the shit out of you? That would be ideal.
Exploit their weak spots.
Level 35 Ferdinand, which is just crazy.
I am not.
Which is very crazy. Alright, you can get wrecked by Petra. Right there.
Will ensnare them with ease.
I have a strategy.
Very good. Now you were out of commission for a whole turn. Got Mithril, which is fine. I don't know that I really need that. Seteth can come up here and start baiting some of this. I don't know if he's... yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if that's what he wants to be doing or not, but... Actually, we can have... Can we have a... No, we can't. Alright. We can have Dorothea come over here and Meteor. I don't know if I want to waste the one Meteor on that. I don't think I do. We can certainly have Flame come in and do some work. She doesn't even need to use her magic attack. She can do that for free. Alright, back on up. You can dance for Dorothea. Go ahead and do that. Dorothea can come on up here. She still doesn't attract the attention of those warriors, which is interesting. You can take one of them out. So I'm gonna do that.
This is my stage now.
Gets a level up and Master's Trickster. She gets Duelist's Blow and Foul Play. One of those being way more important than the other. What's this guy doing? He's gonna do a lot, actually. He's gonna do a lot of damage. Alright, so we gotta be careful because I think we have like bow knights and stuff that are really... And is there a bolting guy over here? There's a Braxis? Yeah, there's a bolting, okay. So that's a little scary. Let's have Ignatz come over here. No, we don't want that. We want Leone coming over here to bait these guys. For sure. And Mercy can back her up. I don't know what these guys want to do. I think they just want to chill for right now. So let's let this roll. See how this goes. Dorothea's gonna take a buttload. Yeah. I'm afraid this warrior's gonna change course and go for her now. Instead of going for Seteth. We'll see. Now he's still going for Seteth. He actually gets the hit. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I don't love that. Alright, so let's have... Leone can finish punching this guy out.
Make a difference?
I feel like I want to send Mercedes up here. And she can... Ooh, she doesn't get the kill with the magic bow. Ignatz, do you want to do that? Yeah, you do.
No mercy.
Alright. Bernie can fly on in over here. She can rescue. She's got 3 rescues. That's a lot, actually. We're getting the bolting guy, and we're getting the bow knight. You know what? I'm okay with that. I might regret that later. But right now, I'm okay with that, because it's gonna move... I might move them in a little bit. Alright, so Seteth is kind of sweaty and shit. I don't love that for him. Let's have Annette. No, let's have Dorothea come up here and work on this archer. Which she can do with an iron... No, she can't do it with an iron sword. She do it with the Levin sword. She can, but she's not going to be accurate with it. We can try. Hexblade with the Levin sword is actually pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. Boom.
Winning is what matters.
That's good. Let's go with Annette on this guy. Can do a lot with Excalibur. Let's go for that. Doesn't get the crit, though. Which is unfortunate. Yuri, go ahead and dance for Annette. I would like for Sedith to be able to do work here, but I feel like he's not going to be able to. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, so Annette, you can come over... Yeah, come over here. And put in the work against this guy. Abraxas. Kind of don't want you to use Abraxas, if I'm being honest. It's what you have to use, though, so go for it. That's a heavy... White magic is heavy.
I'm sorry.
Which I don't really like, but... I think she'll be alright. Yeah, we can move her out of harm's way. Sedith can't move. Is Dorothea gonna die? I don't think she is. I feel like she should be able to take this hit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, cool. Flane, can you get another kill on this guy? You sure can. Bop. You just chill there. Petra, let's go ahead and have you put in the work. Okay, or not. Actually. Swift Strikes is not bad. Actually, I want you to dismount because we have an archer coming for you. Swift Strikes. Let's go for the Swift Strikes. Does miss. That's good. That's really good because now we can take you out with this bow. With a waning shot. And you're dead. And that's one down.
Not for myself, for everyone.
That is one down.
I'll follow your example.
Very excellent. Alright. So we should be okay. Dorothea's gonna have to take a chunk here. Can return fire a little bit. Not bad. You're going for bolting on Byleth. You're gonna miss, which is huge. You're coming up, you're going to... You have a 0% chance of hitting Ferdinand. You're gonna go for Byleth, which is great. You have moved in very far. We can take you out easily now. These guys are gonna start moving up. They're moving back. He's moving up. Alright. I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. So let's have... who do we want to deal with this archer? I think I want Byleth to do it. Oh, come on. Leaving him on 1. Are you kidding? Alright. Leone can't get there, so it's gonna have to be like Ignatz, I guess. What about Cutting Gale? Yep. And he's gonna crit. There we go. Very good. Let's see. Can we get you over here to take out this archer? We can. Yikes.
Another victory.
Alright. I would very much like to heal Byleth. That's good enough.
Well done.
Alright, before we move anybody else, let's deal with this side of things. Sedith, can you punch this mage out? That would be huge. There we go.
I won't allow it.
Very good. Level 32 for Sedith. Does not get a strength increase. Well, they can't get them all, can they? Alright, so Annette should be able to fairly safely deal with this guy. There we go. So that's one commander down.
I'm getting close. That's one, but there are others. We need to handle all of these commanders.
Indeed. Indeed, we do. So, Yuri, I don't know. What I want to do here is I want Bernadetta. Oh, we gotta deal with that guy. We gotta deal with that guy. These guys can handle that. Flane, you should be able to deal with this guy. Yeah. Yeah, you certainly can. Bop.
Child's play.
Level 33 for Flane. Does not get a magic increase. That's disappointing. Put you right there. Got chest key. I don't think there's any chests on this map, so. I would like for Bernadetta to come over here. She was getting targeted by these guys anyway, doesn't matter. I would like you to physic. Oh, you can't physic anybody. Oh, man. Alright, physic Flame then. Really wanted you to physic either Dorothea or Seteth. So Dorothea can heal up Seteth. Dorothea also needs heals. Yuri could potentially do that. With recover. Yeah, there we go. And then Petra can move in to deal with this guy. Yikes.
My heart burns with pride.
Ferdinand, what do you want to do? You want to move in over here. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Actually. It's actually really bad. We might lose Bernie here. We might have to back this all up. He's critting. Are you serious?
Was there any...
You know... We have to go back really far for that. We have to go back really, really far for that.
I shouldn't strain myself.
Alright, welp. We didn't even need to bring Bernie over where we brought her either. That's the worst part. The worst part out of all that. That it wasn't even necessary.
For everyone.
Ready for anything.
There we go. Split them up. Now he's still gonna probably crit Bernie, which I don't like.
I do this for all of us.
Can we get Bernie out of harm's way here? Without... we gotta bring her all the way back over here. Alright. Going for Byleth, that's fine. You're gonna go for Ferdinand, which should be fine also, yep. You're moving in, you're moving back. Alright. So, unfortunately, Bernie just can't deal with... We gotta get rid of this bolting guy, which we should be able to do now with Byleth.
What's my strategy?
Should not be a problem. Let's take you out. There we go.
It won't be in vain.
So things are a bit safer now. Can move Ignatz up here and take out this this guy. Yeah, go for it.
Still alive. I want to do...
Not bad. You're going for Ig, not a problem. Mercedes, can you handle this guy? I don't think you can. You can with a magic bow. Alright.
Let's keep our guard up.
Alright.
My orders?
Leone can come on up here and heal up. Heal up Byleth because he's gonna have to take a hit. Bernadetta can fly on in now. Safely. Alright, we still got dudes up this way. So I want Seteth to start baiting. I don't know what his res is like. This might be a mistake. Yikes. 30 and 17. He can live. Actually, we can dance for Seteth. And have him get closer and punch somebody out before they can even attack him. Look at that. Look at that.
That is all.
There you go, Seteth. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. He's gonna take a little bit of work. But he's gonna be good. I'm excited for how good Seteth is gonna end up being. Heal up Petra. Can't let Annette put in work on this guy. Gotta be very careful. I'm hoping that Flane can bait him out. Yes. Okay, good. And then Annette, you should be able to heal Flane. Move over here where it's safe. Petra can move in where it's safe. Flane's gonna be the bait there. She's gonna take very little damage. And then we can work on that guy. Now I want Ferdinand to be ready to work on that guy. So you're gonna go for Ignatz and regret it horrifically. You're gonna go for Seteth and do some damage. It's fine. You're gonna come in and go for Flane and do very little. Yep. And then you're gonna not actually go for Byleth. Okay. So, Petra. Start with the gambits.
Here to help. I have a plan.
Alright, I don't know if I can really handle the Mithril at this point. Does Flane have a gambit that isn't magic based? She has Assembly. That's actually not bad. Alright, go ahead and use Assembly.
Wait for me.
It's not going to do much, but it's going to break shields, and that's what we need it to do. And then, worst case, we can just have Dorothea come over here and just attack. Yeah, that's fine. Very little, but that's fine, because it's going to break your shields. And you're going to fall apart. And we can actually go ahead and dance for Dorothea. I would like Dorothea to use some kind of magic. Thunder? Yeah, go for that. And she's critting. Very good. Annette, you can also do it. Put in the work here. How much are you going to do? 29% chance to crit. Is that the highest one? Yeah, alright. Doesn't crit. That's alright. Seteth, you've got work to do over here by punching this archer.
I won't allow it.
Very good. Yeah, so you'll have to... Actually, we can bring somebody over here. If we really want to do that. I kind of still want Byleth to bait this guy. Ignatz, I would like for you to take this dude out. There we go. And you will be helpful in dealing with this golem. Let's bring Leonie over here also. You can assist someone. Who do you want to physic? You want to physic Mercedes. Alright, let's just send you over here.
Another gain from...
Alright. Bernie and Mercedes were also here. It's fine, guys. It's fine.
Thank you.
There we go. Alright, so you are going to go for Byleth this time. It's going to do a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, jeez. Okay, so Seteth needs to get healed. Yuri, you want to take this dude out? You haven't done a whole lot. You kind of don't. You kind of don't, actually. It's really magic people that need to do it. Alright, Dorothea, you can do it again. What do you got? You got the Levin sword, which does a huge amount. You don't have a great chance to crit, but, Alright, Annette, I guess it's gonna have to be you. Because you can do it from a distance. Actually, you can't do it from it. Is there no distance far enough that prevents you from getting struck back? Alright, that's good. Yeah, go for that again. Alright. Now, can we do it with Dorothea? Well, we can do it with the Gambit. I guess that's fine.
You have my back.
Use what you have.
Might as well.
All this.
Not bad. Alright. Seteth needs healing. I don't know who's gonna do that. I don't know if Bernadetta can reach him. So we gotta be careful here. I need Leonie to Gambit. She has Blaze, which is good. She can do that. That gets rid of a bunch. Byleth has Assault Troop. Actually, I think Mercedes now can do it. Because it does the damage as long as we do it in the empty spot, right? So that should work.
What about this?
Yeah. That does work. Okay, good. Mithril times 5. That's huge. Alright. Ignatz. I don't want to waste Ignatz on this. Somebody needs to heal Seteth. Actually, let's go ahead and dance for Dorothea. Dorothea can heal Seteth. With Physic, that's good. He doesn't need that much healing. Now, Seteth can come on over here. I feel like he's not going to take a ton. He's going to take quite a lot. Alright, well. Welp. Welp, welp. Welp. That's a whole lot of whelp. Look at it. Look at this damage. Look at that much overkill. So much overkill. Byleth, what you got? Oh, he's going for it. Okay, we don't want that. Bow is pretty good with a high crit chance. Sublime Creator Sword is very good with a high crit chance. Let's go with that one. There we go. And then I feel like Ignatz now can put in the work. 43% chance to crit. 33% chance to crit. Let's go with the 33% crit chance. There we go. There we go. Way to be there, Ig. Now Bernie should be able to heal up Byleth, I think is what we want her to do. Very helpful. Okay. Good stuff. Who hasn't moved? These guys. She blocks his access to Seteth. I want him to go for Seteth. I want him to go for Seteth. So that's good. Go for Seteth. It's going to do a lot. That's okay. Because we can heal him. We can heal him.
Thank you.
And he can punch this dude out. Punch this dude out. Yikes. Should have gone with the Killer Knuckles.
That's reduced the golem's strength. Now is our chance to take them out.
The golem's already gone, dude. What are you even talking about? Alright, we're gonna dance for Seteth. I'm gonna go ahead and have Annette heal Seteth. And then I want Seteth to take out this mage. Can he do it with the Killer Knuckles? Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful work, Seteth. Flane. Can you deal with this guy? I feel like you should be able to. Yep. Love it. Love it. And we can get experience for healing. How is your Numa Gale? It's terrible. Alright, well. I guess Ignatz. Guess it's gonna be Ignatz. With another crit. There we go.
We have subdued the Holy Tomb's guard.
It's gotta be Seteth, right?
Let us get what Rhea left behind, so we can leave this place.
Could be Ignatz, actually.
Got it. Ah, this seems important.
Ignatz or Seteth? Ignatz. I was kind of hoping for Seteth, honestly, because of the motivation. But we do have another chance to make Seteth max out on motivation if we bring him to another parallel.
On Rhea's behalf for putting you so squarely in harm's way. That much force should not have been necessary to deter mere thieves. Perhaps in her haste, Rhea made a miscalculation.
What kind of trap was that?
It is a little-known legend that the Holy Tomb was constructed by the goddess herself. That mirage, those guardians, I believe that trap was there from the beginning. It must have been disabled for the sake of the ceremony the last time you were there. Now, as to this treasure we've uncovered. This is an ancient relic, blessed by the goddess and kept sacred by the church. It is both a priceless piece of history and a holy artifact of extraordinary power. Rhea has entrusted it to you, and you may do with it as you wish.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Please treat it with
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I could just use it.
I suppose that concludes this bit of business. I shall take my leave.
Alright, let's go ahead and do taking care of business.
My thank you
Because
so
we're gonna do
much.
that.
I am grateful. I have gratitude. Thanks so much.
Okay. So we can bring 10. I feel like this is a good opportunity to bring Seteth, Marianne, Lysithea, and Caspar at the very least. We're gonna bring those 4. What's Lysithea got? She needs something. We need to get her something. Additionally, we need to see our lowest level units, like Yuri. Bernie can come. Flane can come. These two can come. You can come. There we go. That's the team. As far as adjutants go, put Catherine on Sedith again. I think, was I also... Who else was I thinking of putting on people? I don't remember. We got Marianne and Ash, I think. Did we get Marianne and Ignatz? I think we also got those, yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah. So who does Marianne need any more supports with people? Linhart. Yeah, we could do Marianne and Linhart. I guess. I would like to get Flane and Linhart, but that one's gonna be tough. That one's gonna be tough because Flane flies and Linhart doesn't. So let's go Marianne Linhart, and then Caspar. I don't really care because he's got a ton of supports already. Lysithea, I only want Hanneman because I want to assure that one. I don't think there's anybody else that I'm desperately trying. Oh, Shamir on Leonia. We could do that one. There we go. There we go. That works. Oh, and before we do anything else, let's go to abilities. None of these are important because you have Death Blow, and you have Strength +2, and you have HP +5. And that's all way better. It's all way better. Alright. Don't care about you. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Special Dance, I think we want that. More so than Sword Avoid. Alert Stance wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we don't need Darting Blow for you. What is Duelist's Blow? Avoid. Yeah, honestly, you don't really need this. So we'll go ahead and do Duelist Blow. You are never getting hit back. You look pretty good here. You look pretty good here. Where's Annette? Uncanny Blow. Hit +30. Annette is like the most accurate unit in the game, other than Ignatz. So that's not necessary. Alright, I think we're good in that regard. Any new combat arts? I know Sedith has, yeah, we don't need Monster Piercer. Take, Healing Focus for sure. Everybody else is probably fine, if we're being honest. With that stuff, I don't think anybody really got anything else new. So that's good. Let's go ahead and, Battalion Guild, replenish battalions because we used a bunch. Blacksmith, repair anything. I don't know that we need to. Probably okay. But I do want to give... you can buff that up.
Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, otherwise we're fine. I do want to give Lysithea a magic staff if there is one available. I feel like there probably isn't. So we can borrow one from... none of them. You can borrow Thyrsus from Annette. So Annette's taking a seat on this one, so that's fine. Alright, cool. Let's map it up. How are we looking over here? We got Sword Masters. That's very scary. That's very, very scary. So let's put Sedith up front. Caspar up front. That it fills me with a lot of confidence. Put Lysithea in the front. Sure. Sure. That'll end well. We'll be fine. Rout the enemy. Very good. Alright, Lysithea, you should be able to take this guy out from here. Almost certainly. There we go, Hades. She can't hit, though. Try your best. Does hit. There we go.
I've got no time for mercy.
Alright. Seteth, can you? Oh god, no. Seteth, can you? You can. Okay. That's great. Leone, I need you to be that. I need you to be a block. Let's put you here. I feel like killing this guy, though, is gonna just open the way for a bunch of people
Put me in there.
to go for Seteth, and I don't like that. One guy goes for Caspar, 2 guys go for Caspar, but they're not all sword masters, right? Yeah, that's okay. You don't kill, though. Alright, so what we need to do...
I'll do my best.
Marianne needs to Thoron. Ugh. Marianne. Gonna back that up. Dorothea, you can do it. There we go. And now Caspar can come in here and take him out. Bop.
Who's next? Get in line.
Alright, so you're going for Caspar. No, you're going for Seteth, and you're gonna kill him. Seteth's gonna die here. We do have rescue. Are they all going for Seteth?
I'll do my best.
They can't all go for Seteth, right? Because they can't reach him. But enough people can go for Seteth. So we put Mercedes over here. Ooh. I need you to hit. There we go.
I had to protect my friends.
There we go. Seteth's only taken 1 hit now, which is this. It's going to do a lot, but that's okay. These 2 cannot both get to her, unless she crits in response. So I think we're safe. I don't think anybody's in a ton of danger right now. So Marianne can come over here. She'll need to heal somebody for sure. Flane can sneak up back here. And you can come over here. Actually, I should have danced, because we have special dance now. So she would have gotten a stat boost. But it's okay. Those are the kinds of things we need to keep in mind when we do maddening. Yikes. Yikes. That's a lot of damage. Level 30 for Caspar. Not bad. Okay, they're going to start moving in. That's good. Alright, Seteth, you need to get healed. You really need to get healed. All the way up to full. And you can punch out somebody. Can you punch out this guy? Boom.
Lament your weakness.
Loving it.
That was amazing.
Lysithea, you need to take one of these guys out. There we go.
You lost that one.
There we go. Very good. Dorothea, you can take this guy out. No. No, not... No, you can't. Caspar, you can take this guy out.
Attack at your own risk.
I guess we can go for Meteor if we want to be really cheeky.
Child's play.
Yuri.
My
No,
orders.
I want Leone to punch this guy out. There we go.
I'm not dying here.
And then we can dance for her. So archer, we don't care about archers. Archers aren't scary. Archers aren't scary. There we go.
Make a difference.
Alright. Got a lot of scary units up ahead, though. A lot of swordmasters. Anybody need heals? Caspar does. Okay. Dorothea can come on up here. I'm probably going to have her meteor at some point. Not yet, though. Alright. Come on in. I want them to move in. I feel like they're not going to move in. Yeah, fuck. Really wanted them to move in. Let's have them go for Seteth. You're going for Bernie. Not good. Guess Yuri can take you out. There we go. Gets a level up. Level 32 for Yuri. Scythia can't do much. She can warp somebody. Would prefer not. Can anybody bait? You can. Marianne, go ahead and heal up Yuri so you get the experience. Does Caspar want to bait? Caspar can bait that guy, I guess. I'm a little scared. Yeah, he's gonna take a lot, but that's okay. He'll be fine. You're going for Leone. Okay. Not bad. You're going for Caspar. It's going to take a load of damage, which is okay. You're going to go for Seteth. You're going to hit him. Alright, so Seteth can do this. Seteth can fight this guy, which is great. There we go. Levels up again. Does not get a strength buff. Which is quite disappointing, but it is what it is. Marianne, do you want to take somebody out? No. You might be able to take somebody out with help. You can take somebody out. Go for it.
No time to slow down.
Caspar wants to take this guy down. There we go.
You're all going down.
I'm counting on you.
Bernie, you can go ahead and heal Caspar. Flame can take this guy out, I guess. Can have Marianne heal. Go ahead and heal Leone. And then, actually, dance for Marianne. She can finish up healing Caspar. Or Seteth. Let's go with Seteth. And then Flame can come in here and just put in the work. There we go.
I cannot lose.
She cannot lose. I wish that maxed out as motivation. That would have been nice. We have one more to do. And it's either going to be the Face Beneath or Forgotten Hero. I think we're going to go ahead and do the Face beneath. Let's go for it. Mostly because Forgotten Hero is a pain in the ass. And it is just a slog.
Professor, Mercedes,
We'll hold that for later.
We were just talking. Why do you look so flustered?
Haven't you heard? An Imperial army was spotted near Garreg Mach.
Oh no.
Oh.
Not an Imperial army.
Scout?
Maybe. We could probably take care of him if that's the case. But I heard the Death Knight is out there.
The Death Knight.
Is that a problem?
No. It's nothing, really. Now's probably not the time. But I was just thinking of my brother.
You have a brother?
Yeah, she does.
Yes, but we have different fathers. He was a year younger than me.
Why'd he suddenly come to mind?
You see...
Quickly! You must prepare for battle. The Death Knight has been spotted in the sealed forest. He only has a few troops with him, so we planned on taking him out with just the knights, but we can't guarantee that reinforcements won't arrive. We would appreciate your backup, just in case.
Okay. We're gonna
I have to go.
Mercedes, wait! I don't know what's going on with you, but...
No, I have to go see him.
Let's go with her.
Yeah, we can't let him get away. I'll help Mercedes find the Death Knight. You go gather the others and meet up with us, Professor.
Alright. Here goes. Get 11 units and one of them has to be Caspar, so... fine. Alright, we need the good people. Like Annette. And Ferdinand. And Leone. And all of the oranges. Look at my orange grove. It's bearing fruit. Eerie. No, we can't. It has to be Caspar. Caspar has to do it. Has to be Caspar. There's part of me that wants to, but we need Caspar to do it. Because Caspar is the only way we get the Scythe of Sariel. Like I'm gonna use it. I don't know. Am I even gonna use it? I might. As a matter of fact, I might. Ferdinand's not going to use it, though. Maybe Petra. Or maybe maybe Flane. That would be something. Just for the lulz. I'm going to bring Seth. Fuck. I'm going to bring him. Who we not bringing? Dorothea? Dorothea feels like a good bring, though. Crit ring would be pretty nice. Also, Annette needs her staff back. Lysithea. It was fun having you use it for a minute, but Annette needs it back for grown-up time. I think we're good with most of this. There is a chest here, right? Yes, there is. It's the only one. So I guess we're gonna send Flane that way. It doesn't have to be Flane, but... Alright, cool.
Well,
definitely want our battalions to be good. And our repairs. I think we're mostly good. We should be alright. Yeah, we should be alright.
come back.
Alright, let's map it up. We definitely want Petra on this side. We definitely want Flane on this side. Because Flane's just gonna fly over here and get that treasure. We also want a net on this side. I think that makes more sense. Let's put her over here. Seteth up in the front is good. Although, let's put Seteth over here, because I would like for him to get some work done on this guy. Also, there's going to be more units. Just FYI, there will be more units. I don't remember if they show up right away, or if they,
Emil, wait! Don't go!
come as reinforcements, or both.
Please.
But there will be more units than what we're seeing right now.
It really is you under there, isn't it? I've been searching for so long.
Hey, Caspar, what's going on?
I finally caught up with you, Mercedes. You're faster than you look. But I'm here now, so you
You're
can give
faster
up,
than you
Death
look.
Knight.
You look slow. There we go. Yep. No, we're not done. We're not done. Yeah. Yeah, you thought. Here we go. That looks better. Doesn't it? Alright, let's go for the gambit.
I have a plan.
Let's go for that gambit. Good stuff. Chill. Seteth, you come over here and flash fire arrows.
I will help too.
Behold our strategy.
There we go. Very good. And then Flane,
Onward.
I guess you can come over here and just tap this guy. There we go. Get the level up. Break the dude's armor. Get the Venom Stone, which I don't care about. We'll put you over here so you can grab that chest next turn. Annette, you definitely want to put in work here. That's for damn sure. Yep, there's a... Oh, it's a Braxis? I guess. Yikes. Leone, what do you want to do? Kill him. Alright.
Alright, who's next?
We can have a Braxis. That's fine. As long as it hits. There we go.
It had to be done.
Byleth I want coming up here. I want Bernie backing you up.
All of us.
Might want to use that rescue if I'm being honest. Send Yuri over here too. And then Ferdinand, kind of want to just send up the middle. We'll see what happens with him. These guys, quite honestly, let me just try something. Let me just try something. Alright, so that's going to be very little. If you use your crit ring, bombard, it's 14 times 2 with a 20% crit chance. It's not bad. And you live the counterattack, which is super important. Super important. What's your gambit? Very, very shitty. Alright. You live that counterattack. You actually live that pretty well. Alright, so we're not going to do anything there yet, but that's good to know. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Flee, and I will not chase you. Challenge me, and I will have no choice but to fight.
Speaking of riddles. That was a lot of damage. There we go. Get a little bit of that heal. That's good. You're going to go for Leone, and Leone is going to make you regret it immediately. Okay. Sedith, I would like for you to punch this thing brutally. Brutally punch it. 50% crit chance. You don't need that. Told you. Told you don't need that. Alright, Flane, I want you to get this chest. Some Umbral Steel. That is massively disappointing. Petra, can you just kill this guy? You have the Blessed Lance. Yeah, I was gonna say. There's a reason I brought you over here. There we go. Get out of here. Okay. And that doesn't want to waste her time with that guy. Annette wants to waste her time with these guys. Take this guy out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, hold on. Leone wants to punch this dude. Forgot about Vantage. I cannot forget about Vantage. That's such a horrible thing to forget about. Because it can really fuck you up. Alright, I would like to take out the hero, if at all possible. Excalibur can do it.
Can't afford to lose.
There we go. Byleth, you want to put in work here? I really don't. Alright, so you might. Can you deal with this dude? No, you can't. Alright. So what we're going to do then is we're going to use a gambit. Nope, no we're not. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Now's our chance.
Yeah, we are.
There is still...
And then Ferdy can just come on in here and take him out.
I will see this war through.
And then Bernie can come right over here. No. Just stay where you are. And thunder this man to death. There we go.
Bernie's unstoppable.
Nice. I think we're good for now. I hope they start moving in. I feel like they won't. Yeah. They never do. They never seem to. Alright, Yuri, you can come over here and take this guy out. You could use the EXP.
Give the goddess my regards, yeah.
Annette can come up here and maybe start doing something. No. She put in work here. I don't want her to, like, bait anything, because I feel like that's not going to be good. We'll put her in place. She can rally Leone for no reason. Sedith, I feel like can't do much here. Well, he can attack with a javelin. What can you do, Flane? You can kill this guy. Excellent. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Alright, Bernie, you can come over here and take this guy out.
A little scratch won't stop me.
You can back up a little bit. How much are these guys going to do? What do they got? 9 and 9. That's not terrible. Petra might be able to snipe one. Let's put her in the trees. Yeah, there we go.
No use. Witness frigid pride.
Nice. Sedith can come up here. Feel like he can take a hit. Yeah. That's good. Alright, I would like for Yeah, I want you to bait that guy. And Byleth can come over here. Actually, go ahead and just use a vulnerary. You don't have a vulnerary. Go into the convoy. And get some healing, my dude, because you need it. You need this healing. Alright. They're gonna start moving in. Lands the hit. Not great, but we actually get retaliation, which is good. It's gonna damage some of his stuff. Petra's gonna take some damage. What is Petra holding? The March Ring, that's right. I think it might be time for her to give up the March Ring, if I'm being honest.
Lament your weakness.
Might be time for that.
I cannot lose.
I feel like a prayer ring might be better.
I fight for justice's name.
Okay. Ferdinand. Go ahead and gambit this motherfucker.
Wait for me.
Put the plan into action.
There we go. So that broke a lot of stuff. We need more, though. We need to break this back one. That one, yep. And Yuri can do nothing. Annette can hit that spot there, which is good. How much damage can we do? What's our big massive hit? 22? 24. Abraxas, go for it. Lovely. Got some Umbral Steel. Leone, you want to get in on this? Not bad. Yuri can dance for Leone. Let her go again. Get that crit. Yeah, you get that crit. Excellent. And then you can come up here and heal Petra. I think we're in good shape. Until the reinforcements come. Oh, they're starting to move up. That's actually really scary. Because they're going to start to go for Mercedes and Caspar. The good thing is that Mercedes and Caspar are not weak. And they should be able to handle it. Alright, what can Seth do? Can he get anywhere? He can't quite get there. But he can healing focus. So that's good. You can come over here and gambit. You still have one.
I have a strategy.
That's good. Flame can also gambit. She has assembly.
Are you ready?
And Bernadetta can not gambit. Prefer if she didn't. Does she do big damage? She can do okay damage. No chance of critting though, so let's just break the shields. Stop him from attacking. I'm getting so little Umbral Steel, it's very depressing. Alright, these guys have got to go. We can put Ferdy down in the trees and gambit this guy. And we can for sure hit that guy over there. We can do that. That's good.
Exploit their weak spots.
Annette will be able to handle some stuff. Alright, what we want to do here is we want Leonie to come up here. She's going to physic Petra. And then we're going to dance for Leonie. And Leonie's going to come over here and blaze. Just going to hit everybody. It's going to be beautiful.
I've got another option.
Yeah. That is a better option. That's a beautiful option. And then Annette can sneak on up here and put in work. Honestly, we can go ahead. That huge cart did so little damage, I know. These guys are really buff.
I'm sorry.
But it's okay, because we stopped him in his tracks, and that's what matters. I'm actually getting a little worried about this nonsense. If I move these guys, they're actually going to start going for Mercedes. Mercedes can tank, that's fine. Caspar's not in danger yet. How's it going, ACD09? This is a paralogue that I'm not dreading. Dreading's a bad choice of words. Solution would be to add more carts with more explosives. That would be a good solution. Unfortunately, I think the game disagrees with that. Alright, so we gotta take these guys out. This turn. Seteth should be able to punch a mage. Yeah. Seteth's getting there, man. We'll get him. How's he doing with He's got B knuckles. He's gonna get there. We'll get him there. One of these days we'll get him there. Byleth, I need you to put in some work here. This is good. Crit. The enemies can't hit anything. Yeah. Well, taking advantage of the woods. Very good. And these guys, you know, I'm a little worried about Caspar. See, the good thing is Caspar actually can do some work, and Mercedes I've been using, so she can do some work. But I'm afraid of getting this wolf involved, because we need to leave somebody alive, so that, or we need to make our move on the. I keep forgetting about Vantage.
What did you expect?
I keep forgetting that. That is not good. It does not bode well for my potential maddening run. That is the kind of shit you have got to keep track of. Alright, Bernie, you take him out. We can rescue if we need to. I'm hoping we don't need to do that yet. Alright, that's not great. What about... Oh, we have a Steel Lance. I must have picked one up. 20% chance to crit. It's not bad.
I will prevail.
Petra can't gambit again, no. What can she do with it? Oh, she's got a Blessed Lance, that's right. Okay, hold on. Blessed Lance is great, because we should be able to take him out easily. It does take more damage, which is not ideal. Ferdinand, I think I need you over here. You want to do some work? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Could have critted, but you didn't. That's a bit disappointing. But Flame, you can handle this. Let's get you back on your Pegasus. Come on over here. Training Lance it up. Alright, we gotta see what we can do with, Caspar's gonna take double hits. 23 and 23. He's got enough HP to deal with it. We can heal him next turn. Annette, I need you. Oh, Gambit. Damn it, alright. Can you take him out? You got 36% chance to crit. We can do that. That's good. It's a good start. And she's critting. Okay. Annette. I mean, I don't know why I'm, like, worried. I shouldn't be worried. It's not like we can actually get badly hurt here. Alright. Gotta try this. Gotta try it. Go for the crit. She didn't crit. Alright, that's bad. That's real bad.
Close one.
Alright, so you're going to kill her in the next turn. Yeah, we can't let that happen.
I'm your girl.
Can't let that happen. We gotta go for the gambit. Gotta go for the gambit.
This is our chance.
And then we park ourselves in the bushes. 46% chance it's only going to do one hit. That's a lot better. Alright. What we can do here is we can have Mercedes use her bow, take this guy out, so that Caspar doesn't have to die.
I had to protect my friends.
It's pretty cool. So you're going for Caspar. I don't want to move Caspar because I don't want to make the wolf move in. If the wolf moves in, then we're going to have to kill the wolf. And that's going to be tough. Because I'm not ready to go for the Death Knight yet. I want some more reinforcements first. So Caspar's going to have to eat this hit. We can heal him. It's not a big deal. Alright. So you're going for a net. You're going to miss. And that's going to hit you back with a crit and kill you. And that's great. Now, I am kind of banking on a net to be able to handle some of this nonsense up here. Counterattacking with crits is, yeah, it's very good. Alright, so that's done. We can get Flame up here. We can get Bernie up here. Now, Caspar is, like, down. I don't know what his stat down is right now, but it's movement. That's not a problem. It's actually not a problem. The problem is I don't have anybody close enough. We can do that. That's alright. I don't have anybody close enough to gambit.
Onward.
Flame can't deal with it. Sedith I want up here. Now I know we're going to get reinforcements coming in. I don't remember when, but I know we're going to get that. I need somebody who can heal Caspar. I feel like Leonie might be able to do it. She can't reach. God. Alright, can she reach from over here? I would certainly hope so. It's not bad.
I owe you one.
I didn't bring Dorothea, unfortunately.
I'm in.
And you can't reach. But you can dance for Annette, which is good. So Annette can come up here and actually throw another attack at this guy. Yes, that's excellent. So we still haven't triggered the wolf yet. The wolf's just sitting over there in the corner. So we need... At this point, I definitely need to heal up Petra, because she's... Actually, we don't need to heal up Petra. Petra can take a vulnerary or something. Alright.
Remain cautious.
Get on your mount. You can fly up here. You can't use a gambit anymore, because we've used them all. You can take this vulnerary. What can you do, Mercedes? You can die. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
Put me in there.
Caspar is able to bombard. Alright, it's 14 times 2 with a 20% chance to crit on each one. That's not bad. He can do it with that.
What's my strategy?
As long as he doesn't miss. I don't know how that's gonna go. Flame can also try to gambit. She can't park there, though. Flame can also try to gambit. She does 1 damage, so no. We could, you know what? Let's try with Caspar. Let's try it. Worst thing that happens is we have to rewind.
The infamous Death Knight.
Let's try to do it.
The Empire. Taking you down is gonna be satisfying.
Simpleton. Simpleton. That's what he says. No crit, but he gets the hit. No crit, but he gets the hit. Alright. Well, see, the problem now is... Alright, that's not a big problem. Alright. But I feel like... Now that we've... triggered the Death Knight. Death Knight's going to attack him too, right? Yeah. So, 24... and 9... is enough to kill him. Shit. Alright, we have to wind that back. Alright, so we just have to wait another turn. Get more people up here. With the ability to, yeah, there they are. Alright, shit. I don't think it's a ton of them. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Let's take 'em out.
That's not too bad. Alright, so most importantly, everybody here's out of gambits, which kind of sucks. You guys are going for Seth.
Guide me well.
Can Seth deal with you guys? Yeah.
Destiny unfurls.
Alright, yeah, you can take that. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, good. Annette. She can't do much at the moment. Byleth can't do much at the moment because he can't get there. Yuri can dance for Annette, though. That can help. That can help. Let's see what she can do now. The stairs are going to be tough. She can at least start to work on these guys. Cutting Gale kills one. So that's good. Leonie can't do much either. She can physic Petra. Some strong magic power, yeah, and that's pretty busted. What's she got? She's got Thyrsus and a very high magic stat. She's been very magic blessed. Let's see what we can do over here. Somebody's gotta have a gambit that can do something. Bernie? Do you have a gambit that can do something? No. You don't. We can try to get the crit. Again. Try to roll for the crit. We can also just throw you down here. And just do damage. That's good too. What do you do? 28. Okay. I think we can handle that. Night Kneeler, 0% chance to crit. Only a 50% chance to get hit by a counterattack. I'm good with that. So, Ferdinand can't take him out. We do get hit by the counterattack, which is not ideal. Flane. Oh, I don't want that hero coming over here. We'll deal with that in a minute. You should be able to handle this now, Caspar. We know you can. We know you can do it. 80% chance to hit. You gotta hit them both, unless you get a crit. But there we go. There we go. He did it. That's all we needed Caspar to do, man. That's it.
Simple, but effective.
You're not getting away that easy.
Alright, we still have to deal with these guys. Alright, so Flane. Yikes. Mercy, you come over here and snipe one of these dudes out of here. Right? You can do that? Can you do that? Have to use the magic bow again. But you can get rid of him in one hit. Oh, mercy. Mercy. That is not what I needed you to do. Alright, Bernie. Just sit here between them and take one of them out. Nice and good.
I'll be home again soon.
Flame, can you reach this guy? Yeah, you can. Alright, so can you take him out? Yes, you can. Excellent.
Child's play.
Alright. Now we just need to get rid of this archer, which Petra should be able to do, if nothing else. There we go.
Each battle a victory.
I think that turned out pretty well. The only thing we have to worry about is Bernie taking this hit, which is a big hit for her to take.
At your service.
But we've got some support. There's nobody else on the field. Everybody else is gone. The only other dude is this guy down here. And we can actually send Leonie over here to help Sedith out. We can have her first aid. Physic, whatever. I'm playing too much Tails. First aid. Alright, here we go. Sedith can eat this up. Or he can dodge, that's also good. You're gonna go for Bernie, that's gonna hurt a lot. But I think we're in the clear. Because now all we have to do is finish this. Sedith, you can hit this guy. Nice and easy. There we go.
Lament your weakness.
And who wants to do the honors? Who still has a gambit? Caspar has a gambit, probably. He's got assault troop. That's good. Go for it. I want that Woot Steel for no real reason. Mercy. There we go. Woot Steel times 3. Gotta love it. Alright. Who's doing the work here? I don't think we can get Sedith up here unless we mount up. Can she rescue him? No. He is not in range for rescue. Need better bombs in this world. Honestly, you would think there would be bombs.
I'm your girl.
Although I guess if you have fire magic and stuff, maybe you don't need bombs.
I'm in.
But you'd think. You'd think there would be. Flame, you can go ahead and do this. You don't even need to use your magic lines. There we go. Look at that. There's Leonie up here. I would like to get Sedith, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So, Bernie, just do it. Just do the work. Take him out.
Bernie's unstoppable.
All right. That completes the Mercedes. I'm not surprised that was an it.
We did it.
That completes the Mercedes and Caspar power log, and that should get us the Scythe of Sariel.
To you, but still.
Which I kind of like the idea of potentially having Flame use it.
Thank you,
Just for the
Caspar.
poetry. So I don't know who else would use it. Ferdinand's going to use... I mean, he could use it for now. But I ultimately plan to have him use the Spear of Assault, which he should be able to. Because he is level A lances.
How many years has it been since we last spoke? I'm so sorry. I should have come for you sooner. I'm sure it wasn't pleasant living in House Bartels.
I don't really have any other lancers other than Petra.
Do you know this guy, Mercedes?
She's more of a bow user.
Emil, is it really you?
I'm sorry, what? Your brother is the Death Knight?
Indeed, Caspar.
Mercedes, leave the monastery.
Hold on just a minute. Is that all you've got to say for yourself?
This doesn't concern you.
That's not true. You're her brother, right? But you've got nothing nice to say to her after all this time?
You will die.
Even if I die,
What a
make
thing
my
to say.
please, Emil, fight on our side instead.
I cannot. My soul has long departed. And yet, here.
What a surprise, not. Indeed. Death Knight's all about death. It's almost like that's in his name.
A hero's relic? You and I must share the same crest.
When next we meet,
I don't think that's what's gonna happen, dude.
hesitation.
You've literally never beat me.
I have this now.
And I only used Lysithea once.
What is it? You got a problem with me?
Take this.
Sweet.
This is...
I will kill her. Until then, she must live.
Emil! I can't believe he's gone again.
I can't tell whether or not he actually cares that you're his sister.
Somewhere, hiding underneath that helmet, there's a very sweet boy.
Is that a joke? Would a sweet boy threaten to kill someone?
Not
I don't
really.
get you, Mercedes.
Living at House Bartels changed him. But that's beside the point. Thank you, Caspar. I couldn't have confronted him without you.
Don't worry about it. I may not understand you half the time, but we're still pals.
Come on, then.
How many backhanded
Let's
compliments
get back to
has he
everyone
given
else.
Mercedes in this paralogue? Clearly Caspar had a lot to do with it. Well, I mean, you gotta have him punch out the death. Well, it doesn't have to be a punch, but you gotta have him take out the Death Knight. So,
I'm grateful.
you know, he was there. He was in the battle and he participated.
Thanks so much.
I think he punched out another mage or something. Maybe, I don't remember.
I thank you.
He did a gambit on the wolf. Major contributions. Now, unfortunately, Seteth did not get fully motivated in any of those battles, so he is still, well, he's half motivated. I think it's still worth doing that over other things. Can we get his faith up to where, no, not at that rate. Nope, well, okay. Thanks, Seteth. Thanks, man. You're a team player. Man, we will make him a war monk. It's gonna happen. I don't care how long it takes. This is Ignatz as a Death Knight, as a Death Knight. Ignatz as a Dark Knight all over again. Yeah, Ignatz is the Death Knight. Spoilers. All right, I guess we'll do Petra's bow. Somehow it's still only B level. We'll go with Annette, I guess. I don't know what she still needs. I guess axe. Not really. Does she get anything with A level, A plus level? She'll get Black Magic range at S. So, like she fucking needs it. If Annette gets another +1 Black Magic range, I think she'll be able to hit things halfway across every map. Just about. She just needs a ranged attack, which she doesn't have. She doesn't get any ranged attacks. But, I guess that's for balance. Because as a Valkyrie with Thyrsus, there's not much she can't hit at this point. Alright, what else do we need? We have three more. Let's keep going with Yuri's riding. This is so dumb. This is a waste of time. I don't even know how. Probably S, right? S riding gets you movement +1. It's so pointless. He's never gonna get there. But what else am I doing? Who else am I using at this point? Ignatz. Let's give you guess authority.
Oh, I'll keep trying.
Yeah. Get move +1 from riding? I believe so. I think it's... for a minute I thought it was A, and then Annette got to A level riding and she didn't get it, so I'm pretty sure it's probably S. But I think so. Unless I'm misremembering. Which I could be. There's a lot to remember. But I think that's what it is. So I think it's pretty common practice. Yeah. Especially, and it's, I'm doing it with Yuri because he's my dancer. And that's the common thing to do, is to get that for your dancer. I don't think it really matters that much in my case. I imagine it matters a lot more if you're doing maddening, which I am not doing. But, yeah, +1 movement on your dancer would be a hell of a thing to have. Also, for whatever stupid reason, I have given him, and I literally just thought about this, I have given him a goddess ring instead of the friggin' Fetters Adromi, which is just silly. Having your dancer be able to move again is also something really worth having. Constance. Let's go with that one.
Sorry you could find no one but me to share your tea with. I shall endeavor to hold up my end of the conversation nonetheless. You ought not to have gone to such
I got it right.
lengths to prepare my preferred tea.
All right. How well do we know Constance?
Deepest thanks.
I like to think I know Constance pretty well.
My hands are trembling.
All right. Exploring the monastery. The view from the bridge. And your ambitions. No? What? Get the fuck out of here.
I may weep. Will it not damage your reputation?
She looks so shady.
Shall I stay at a discreet distance?
This is Sun Constance. Disagree, of course. So she is very shadowy and
take my leave now.
sad.
I hope that I have not.
I cannot believe your ambitions is not one of the things for her. That's ridiculous. It's all she talks about. Alright.
Well?
Inching along there. It's not gonna happen.
I think I'm improving.
I've got the gist of it now.
I still have
Ragnarok.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I'm getting...
I did use Hanneman one time. He was okay. I mean, I feel like on hard mode, you can use anybody. It really doesn't make much of a difference.
Appreciate it.
We definitely want to explore again. So we need to motivate our students. I don't think there's really anyone who needs to go in the sauna at this point. Oh, I do want to try one thing, though. Let me see if I can change a battalion for Bernie. Bernie has gotten B level? No. B level authority? Yeah. Okay. So let's see if we can get her something better than group lance attack. We should be able at this point to get Nouvelle Flyer Corps. That's exactly what I wanted. Beautiful. Also, Flane, what is your authority? You still can't. Okay. Alright. We need to work on Flane's authority so that she can get Nouvelle Flyer Corps also. Because that would be great. Because even though I have her as a Falcon Knight, she is still using her magic stat predominantly. What are we doing here? We have chickpeas, Noah fruit, and cabbage. That's not bad. I think I want to go for a stat booster. Let's go with... I only have one purple flower seed, so let's do yellow flower seeds. That gets me premium magic herbs, I think. Okay. Motivate the students. Flane and Sedith have already gone in the sauna, so they are already nice and toasty for the month. So let's make sure we get them motivated to take full advantage of said fact. Let's see, we have Ash and Annette. Actually, I haven't checked my supports yet. Almost certainly have Ash and Annette. Okay. Let's go ahead and watch that, and then we can have them meet together.
Oh, how unlucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
Well, it's not a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
With all the windows boarded up, it's so dark. And there are strange noises.
Indeed.
Like that noise.
It's very spooky.
A rat. Tell me it was a rat.
Annette, you have magic powers.
You're not scared
Like-
of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you'd be.
You haven't seen what I've seen.
You can just like, you haven't seen what I've seen. Forgot about that line. What have you seen, dude?
Oh no. What was that noise?
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut.
Great.
Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that. We can do it in no time.
Oh, there's something on my face.
Calm down, Ash. It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we check? I can't
See,
stand it here in
the unfortunate thing is they are both scared, because otherwise this would be a prime opportunity for either one of them.
Oh, we made it.
But good that it isn't, because I'm marrying Annette this time, so
For a moment
hands off,
there,
Ash.
I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait. I've lost it. It's gone.
What is it?
The doll my father gave me.
Oh,
I must have dropped
that
it.
hurts extra on this route.
Are you going back for it?
It's one thing on the Blue Lions route when Gilbert's
Don't
here,
worry
but
about
like,
it. I've been meaning to
knowing
tell
what
you for a
happens,
while now.
Are you sure?
it's,
It was a gift from your father.
yeah, no,
Yes, but
get your fucking
it can't be
doll.
helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Right.
Alright. Let's see one other thing. We've got Petra and Ferdinand. We can do that. I'm not in a hurry to do that one. What else we got? Sedith and Catherine? No Sedith and Catherine yet. Okay. That's okay. That's not bad. Marianne and Ferdinand. Not as invested in that one. Linhart and Flane? No, but we can get them eating together. Can we do Linhart and Flane? Not with this meal. We can't, but we can do Ash and Annette. So that's good. So we'll do that. Gets Annette nice and motivated. We need Sedith and Catherine would be ideal. We can also do Flane and Linhart, because we need Flane to be motivated. And those are some supports I'd like to get.
This is nearly as
This is...
Alright. Do we have Sedith and Catherine? That one's going to be a pain in the ass to try to find. Don't they like... Is there like... sauteed pheasant or something? I know there was one that I always used to go for. Fish sandwich, maybe. Yeah. That's the one.
Eating food in the flip.
Alright. What else? Petra, Leone, who else do we need to motivate. Dorothea, Ferdinand, Ignaz, Hilda, Yuri, Bernadetta, Mercedes. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. I don't think I have anybody that I'm pairing Hilda with. She's just gonna chill out by herself, I guess. We can, I guess, have her work on Caspar, maybe, or somebody. Raphael, Ignaz. It's kind of late for that, really. I guess we could do Marianne. Not that, like, that's not a huge priority for me at this point. Now we just need support, or we just need motivation, so I'm not really worried about that. Let's go with, I guess, Petra and Ferdinand.
I would be.
Alright, fine. Fine, we'll do Marianne Hilda. Give the internet what it wants. This is just a waste. I'm not using either of these guys. What else we got? We've got Leone. We've got Ignaz. Let's see if we can get a better one of that for support. How about something where I'm not using my last item? Jeez. Alright, fine. Fine. If you insist. I'll go fishing later.
This food.
Alright. Still need Mercedes, Dorothea, Yuri, Bernadetta. Don't really need those, though. Can do... What we got? Yuri, Dorothea somewhere in here? Probably not. Down to one white trout, really? It's kind of wild. Dorothea doesn't like fish. I don't think. Dorothea, tell me Yuri can tolerate it, and of course he can't. Can anybody tolerate fried crayfish? Not Dorothea. You guys are so goddamn picky. It's not even real food. It's polygons on a screen, guys.
Food just tastes...
I don't like...
Just eat the food. Alright, Bernie and Mercedes are the only ones left. I kind of dropped the ball on Mercedes Alois. Let's see if we can get more of those. I was working on those for a while. And I just kind of forgot about it. I need to fish. I will have to do that off screen. Which is fine, because we're going to end while we're in a free day, so... That's fine. We got two more. Bernie doesn't really need it, if we're being honest. She'll be fine. Let's do a head chef, I guess. And we can have... Is there anybody I've never cooked with? Let's have Flane. And we can go with... Speed +1 feels like a good one. Let's do that.
My mother was an excellent cook. You would think such a talent would be hereditary.
It is not hereditary, as a matter of fact. Especially when you light things on fire.
A bit of that. This will make it all the tastier. Do you not agree?
That face. Alright, well, that's fine. One more. I don't really think there's anything I need. We could sing. Let's sing. I don't know who needs faith at this point. Probably nobody. Because I think Dorothea doesn't get anything else. Both Bernadetta and Annette have reached A level. Mercedes doesn't need it. Let's go. We could go Ignatz. We can use this as an opportunity to get... Ooh, here we go. Seteth and Leonie. That's what we'll do. Leonie hates singing, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. Yeah, she sure does.
May my song reach...
What's the point of...
Alright. One last thing. As we hop on over here. Grab our smithing stones.
This one, yes?
This one, yes. And I guess we'll get some bait.
I think this one, yes?
And I guess we'll fish.
Return soon, please.
I don't love it. I don't wanna. But we gotta do it. Because we're running out of ingredients for food. I would prefer not to spend a ton of time doing this. But I guess we have to. Big Blue. That's Little Blue. That was stupid. That was me not paying attention. Is that going to be crayfish? Tumpany and herring and white trout and white trout. Okay, well, see, this is why we need to fish, because this is the perfect time to do it. Because we'll get extra fish. Big Blue. That's Small Blue. Don't give me crayfish. Big Blue. Big Blue. All right. I mean, I guess I needed white trout, huh? There we go, Big Blue. God, this is so boring. I hate doing this. Always feels like this is the kind of stuff that I would edit out if I was doing recorded content. Yeah, that's not helping me. Big Blue. There we go. All right. See what we get. It's a hell of a way to end a stream, huh? Ugh. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Itchy trigger finger. At least give me white trout. Alright, we can do that? Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I'm low on white trout anymore. I think I just got 100 of them. Shit. I'll take that. It's a load of good stuff. Big Blue. That's Small Blue. Fuck. I don't even need red. Now, once again, if I were playing Maddening, it'd be a different story. I'd be all over red. Because I would want to get those +1 speeds every Explorer, every single one. Because they stack. But I'm not playing Maddening, so I don't need to min-max like that. There's a lot of Caledonian Gars, I don't know that I need all those. I think we can do small blue on the herring bait. Let's try it, see what we get. Watch it just be all white trout. Of course. Of course. Alright, well this should, at least, for the time being... Fuck. This should, at least for the time being, tide me over for ingredients. Two more, and then the torture ends. No. Blue. Fuck. Alright, last one. Of course, white trout. Alright, well, we've got fish now. So that's great. We also have a support up here. Alois. Fantastic. Are there any other good supports we've gotten? We have Linhart Flaneby support. Let's go ahead and get that one.
Flane, I have another question for you, if you please.
Another one, Linhart? When will you leave?
I love how she just wants nothing to do with him.
A breakthrough has been made concerning your crest. A major crest of Saint Setheline.
That is what her crest is.
Well, yes. I've been trying to keep that quiet.
Part of my interest on this topic is that I possess a minor crest of Setheline myself.
I am aware.
Possessing a minor crest is uncommon, but not rare among the noble families. However, a major crest of Setheline, that is beyond rare.
Yeah, curious, isn't it?
Is it?
I am quite curious as to why you were born with such a rare major crest. Given that mine is a minor crest of the same type, it's possible that you and I are distant.
Wouldn't that be something?
You and I related? I am quite certain that is not the case.
Oh, do you have access to a detailed ancestry? That could be a most useful tome.
No, I do not. However...
A shame. Oh, to explore one's lineage and investigate...
Ancestry.com, man.
Alas, the odds of your being a direct descendant of Saint Setheline are quite low. The prevailing theory among respectable scholars is that Saint Setheline died.
Is that what they say?
It's true she's unmarried. Was unmarried, that is. I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not a descendant of Saint Setheline. Of this, I can assure you.
While I do not subscribe to your absolute certainty, I do agree your relation to her is highly unlikely. Yet there is some connection between yourself and Saint Setheline.
What was that you were mumbling to yourself?
Nothing. My apologies. Simply thinking aloud. I do hope we can continue this discussion sometime.
I'm sure she's eagerly awaiting that.
You always act so oddly. It makes me ill at ease.
No, Flane. Alright, what else we got? Annette and Caspar don't care. Ignatz and Leone not quite there yet. Sedith and Catherine A support. Alright. We got it.
Take that, you goons! And that!
No, Catherine's at it again.
Catherine's at it again.
Too far forward. I better join her before she... Are you all right?
That's what I was going to ask you. How could you be so reckless? All those times you scolded me, and now you get yourself all beaten up. To think, nearly getting yourself killed in a minor skirmish like this one.
Quite right. Thankfully, I am not badly hurt. My apologies. I didn't mean to worry you.
What's gotten into you?
How do you mean?
Don't play dumb. I was supposed to patrol this area, not you. What are you even doing here?
Just happened to be passing through?
Sedith, this isn't like you bumped into me on a stroll around town. Nobody passes through a battlefield.
All right. I wanted to protect you.
What?
You'd pressed much too far ahead. I feared your life might be in danger. Once that thought occurred to me, I could not stand idly by. I had to shield you from harm.
And you were injured in the process. I don't know what to say. Sedith, I didn't realize you worried so much about my safety. I apologize, and I'm grateful. I guess we really are companions.
I did not do this merely to assist an ally. I did it for you. I don't want to lose you. And if I am willing to risk my life to protect you, just think how much scolding I am capable of. So you had best take better care of yourself.
All right, you've made your feelings clear. When you say it like that, I can't refuse. I'm sorry for making you worry all the time. I'll be more careful. I promise.
Please do.
Look at them.
For my sake and
Such
yours.
an interesting pairing. Such an interesting pairing. I think that about covers all the interesting ones we've got for right now. No Hilda Marianne yet. Probably have Petra Ferdinand A support. We'll hold that for next time. Okay, so we have no more activity points. We have nothing else to do here at this point. We've bought our stuff. So I think what we're going to do, let's go ahead and end our free time. Let's get our instruction in. Mainly Flayn and Sedith. And then some other people. So Flayn, we need your authority. A hell of a way to start. That works too. Yep, we got it. Alright, so she can now use Nouvelle Flyers, which is great. Sedith should be able to get that over the line at the end of the week. So I'm going to dump the rest into fists. That's not terrible. Who else do we... There is really not much else we need. Guess we can work on getting A+ lances for Ferdinand. There we go. We can work on trying to get Annette's black magic up, so she can get range +1, which, again, she absolutely doesn't need, but still, it'll be funny. Guess we could do the same for, try to do the same for Ignatz.
I'll keep
Guess we'll work on Leonie's, bow. Just get that over the line so she gets close counter. That's fine. And then put the rest into punching. Try to get... I don't know what we're trying to get there. We're not gonna get fist fair. That's not gonna happen. S+ is like so far out of reach. We can still work on your horse. Again, not like it matters, but we'll do it. We'll see. It's not gonna happen. But what if it does? But what if? Alright, let's go ahead and begin training. I think we have one more birthday coming up. Whose birthday is this? Shamir. Alright, we did absolutely terrible with Shamir last time.
You called, so I came.
How is Dagda Fruit Blend not your favorite tea, Shamir? What the fuck is that shit?
Not bad.
Get out of here. So we absolutely bombed with her last time. Capable comrades. Let's see if we can do better. I think we got a nice tea time. Monastery security. There we go.
Yes.
You're doing great work. Here we go. Look at that. Why was it hard?
You always have an interesting...
Why was it hard? Let's see. Praise. No. Admonish. No. Alright. Easy. Well, spoke too soon.
That was delicious. Thank you.
Spoke too soon.
I'll visit again.
But that's fine. It doesn't matter. We got support. Yeah. Alright. Well, on that note. On that rather... note. 2/3 on the last one. Yeah.
I work to grow. Making strides.
Interesting.
See, the weird thing is, those ones are always just... Some of them just feel so random. Alright. One thing I want to check. Which, oh, I didn't even... I don't think I have any Abyss exam passes. So I can't even do it right now. But let's just see what Seth can do here. Can he... 75%. It's not bad. I don't have any Abyss exam passes. I don't think anybody has any. Which means we have to explore again. I guess. Not going to do it now, but that seems to be what we're going to need to do is explore again. So we can go down to Abyss, and we can grab the exam pass. It's not that big a deal. We don't have to. He still needs to master Brawler. It's not... I'm not, like, obsessed with that, but I would like to try to get him into War Monk as soon as possible. We'll see. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. Whether you're watching live here on Twitch or after the fact on the Twitch VODs or the YouTube VODs, however you're watching, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Let me pop over here. We have one paralog to go, and that's Forgotten Hero. There is another paralog. Take care, ATD09. Thanks for stopping by. There is another paralog that pops up with Ferdinand and Lysithea. That one's not here yet. So I'm not really super keen on doing battles, because I don't think we really need to. So we'll see about that next time. We might just go ahead to do an Explore and then go to the Bridge of Murden. So we're definitely doing Bridge of Murden next time. No question about that. As for the next stream, next week we are going to be back to a normal schedule. So we're going to do Monday and Thursday. So the next stream will be Monday, September 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time until about 9:30-ish. Or however long we go if we're in the middle of something. And like I said, we're going to do Bridge of Murden for sure. We're going to do another Explore for the next month. Great Tree Moon. See what comes up there. Hopefully we'll get our last paralog. That'll be pretty cool. And at that point, once we're done all the paralogs, there's not a whole lot left to do. We kind of just bum rush the chapter missions and get to the end. So we might actually be fairly close to being done this playthrough, which is pretty wild, which means I really have to figure out what we're doing next. And I think it might be Tales of Arise, so I'm excited for that. But that's still a way off. We're not going to get to that yet. So yeah, what was it? September 27th. Monday, September 27th is the next stream. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Till about 9:30, we're doing the Bridge of Murden, and then we're going to see what happens after that. So I hope you're excited for that. I know I am. I will see you then. Good night.